You're probably watching this because you feel overwhelmed right now. Racing thoughts, mounting pressure, that constant weight on your shoulders. But here's what most people get wrong. The secret to conquering overwhelm isn't about managing your time or tasks at all. Ancient warriors and emperors used a completely different approach that modern psychology is just starting to understand. Let me show you the counterintuitive method that transformed history's greatest leaders from overwhelmed to unshakable. Understanding overwhelm. Life's pressures can feel like we're Atlas himself, carrying the weight of the world upon our shoulders. But the Stoics understood that this feeling, while powerful, is ultimately within our control to manage. They knew that overwhelm doesn't come from external events themselves, but from our judgments about those events. Think of your mind as a garden. When we're overwhelmed, it's overgrown with weeds of anxiety and stress. These weeds didn't appear overnight, and they won't disappear instantly either. But like a skilled gardener, we can tend to our mental space with patience and wisdom. The first step is to pause, stillness. Just as a warrior doesn't charge blindly into battle, we must take a moment to assess our situation. Breathe deeply, feel the air fill your lungs. This simple act grounds us in the present moment, creating space between stimulus and response. Remember Marcus Aurelius's words. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This isn't just ancient wisdom, it's a practical tool for modern life. When emails pile up, deadlines loom, and responsibilities multiply, we must focus on what's within our control. The path. Consider the metaphor of a river. When we're overwhelmed, we're trying to drink the entire river at once. Instead, we should cup our hands and take one sip at a time. Start with what's immediately in front of you. Complete that task, then move to the next. The Stoics understood the importance of perspective. Most of what overwhelms us today won't matter in a month, a year, or certainly not in a decade. This isn't to diminish your challenges, but to liberate you from their perceived weight. When feeling overwhelmed, remember that this too shall pass. Like seasons changing or tides turning, no state of mind is permanent. The same resilience that has carried you through past challenges will serve you now. Actionable tips. Here are 5 Stoic techniques you can practice right now to navigate overwhelm. 1. Master the power pause. The power pause is your reset button for the mind. When you feel overwhelm beginning to take hold, stop whatever you're doing. Take 3 deep breaths, in through your nose, out through your mouth. As you breathe, feel your feet on the ground and straighten your spine. This physical reset tells your body it's time to shift gears. Then, ask yourself the crucial question, what's truly in my control right now? This simple act creates space between you and your challenges, allowing you to respond rather than react. Use this technique before important meetings, during stressful moments, or whenever you feel scattered. Think of it as pressing pause on a movie. Everything stops, giving you a moment to regain your composure. 2. Use the time block method. Think of your attention like a magnifying glass focusing sunlight. When scattered, it's weak, but when focused, it's powerful enough to start a fire. The time block method harnesses this principle by dedicating specific chunks of time to single tasks. Start your day by identifying your 2-3 most important tasks. Give each one a specific time slot of 90 minutes, followed by a 15-minute break. During these blocks, treat your focus like a precious resource. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and commit fully to the task at hand. If you get interrupted, simply note where you left off and reset your block. This method transforms overwhelming to-do lists into manageable chunks, letting you tackle each task with your full attention. 3. Practice strategic withdrawal. Just as a wise general knows when to retreat and regroup, you must learn when to say no to preserve your strength. Strategic withdrawal isn't about avoiding responsibility, it's about consciously choosing where to invest your energy. Before committing to anything new, ask yourself, does this align with my core values? Will it contribute to my primary goals? Is this the best use of my time right now? When declining, be clear and direct. Avoid over-explaining and maintain relationships by expressing gratitude for the opportunity. Think of your time and energy as a finite resource, like water in a canteen while crossing a desert. Use it wisely and don't feel guilty about preserving it for what truly matters. 4. Implement the daily review. The daily review is your evening ritual for growth and preparation, like a warrior cleaning their armor after battle and preparing for tomorrow's challenges. Take 15 minutes each evening to reflect on your day. Consider what went well, what challenges you overcame, and what you learned. Then, look ahead to tomorrow. Identify your main priorities and potential challenges. This isn't just planning. It's a moment to extract wisdom from your experiences and set clear intentions for the future. Keep it simple. Jot down key insights and tomorrow's priorities in a notebook. This ritual creates a natural boundary between work and rest, helping you start each day with clarity and purpose. 5. Apply the perspective shift. When problems loom large, the perspective shift helps you see them in their true proportion. It's like climbing to a mountaintop. Suddenly, what seemed like enormous obstacles below look much smaller from above. When facing a challenge, ask yourself, will this matter in a year? Consider how similar challenges have shaped you in the past, and how this current situation might be preparing you for something greater. This isn't about dismissing your concerns, but about placing them in a larger context. Keep a simple perspective journal where you revisit past challenges and note how they contributed to your growth. Often, what feels overwhelming in the moment becomes a valuable lesson in hindsight. Remember, the goal isn't to perfect these techniques, but to practice them consistently. Like a musician learning an instrument, progress comes from daily practice, not occasional perfection. Choose one technique that resonates with you and make it a daily habit before adding others. Each small step forward builds your resilience and wisdom, gradually transforming how you handle life's challenges. To conclude, you possess more strength than you realize. Like a mighty oak that has weathered countless storms, your roots run deep. Draw upon the wisdom of those who came before us, but trust in your own capacity to handle what life presents. Let your challenges transform you into something stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before. Before parting ways, I leave you with this quote from Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. To be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved, and the raging of the sea falls still around it.